All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Space Brothers, episode 61.
Okay.
Oh my god, they did it!
They did it.
They succeeded?
They didn't quite, finish the whole race thing and all that stuff. But
No.
there were complications and everything, but they did great. They adapted on the fly to the situation at hand. Fantastic. Well done. And now maybe we get Hibito returning? Possibly?
Yeah,
yeah. I would love to see.
Pico's really nervous right now because it's going to be the time when he comes back, and then that means
everything's going to be fine.
The
spaceship will
no
not
bad
explode.
Luck. Nope.
Yeah.
No issues with parachutes or anything like that.
Because this is Space Brothers. You already did the Hibito death scare. You don't do that again.
No.
Yeah. So let's get these two Space Brothers to be on Earth together and get a drink, eat a burger. I don't know.
Just snuggle a pug.
Right.
Yeah. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Yeah, why you gotta phrase it like that? Yeah, it's really dirty.
Yep, I know that.
But yeah, second in the S-cans, yeah.
Where?
The moon? We have to hold on to it for an actual space mission?
Nah. I mean, that'd be cool, but...
Barbecue! Yes! No.
Okay.
And you're off. It's kind of crazy to think of how small the moon is because of how little actual propulsion they need to exit the gravitational pull of it compared to something like
the Earth. Yeah, the 1/6 gravity, and it's like, wait, no, what does that actually mean as far as, when you translate it to, the craft? Yeah, he was looking out for you. See, it's sweet seeing that, but my association with that is not a peaceful one.
Hey! Yeah, you're the sentimental type. And it's kind of then a toy in a lot of ways. Yeah, you might see us again sometime soon.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Which is also a great bit of encouragement because, of course, this one's gonna go well. Hey, awesome! All right.
Wow, what a small little thing to show his character growth.
Yep, just one to start. You're like the son we never had.
Ah. Oh my god. Yeah. His dad would be the one to make a sex joke with docking or something, yeah.
Yep. Stressing us all out. It's gonna be fine.
Damn.
All right.
The level of precision needed. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, Appa was watching. It had to go well.
Yeah! Yeah! Nah, it's your little good luck charm now.
Yep. Closer to a regular size.
Oh no!
It's a Lego man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
さらにモテるんだろうな。
That'll be overwhelming.
帰ってこなきゃいいのに。
Well, you don't want to have to deal with all that too?
帰ってくる弟に何かしてやれることも。
Yeah.
何の弟を自慢するだけ惨めになる。
Yeah, it's like, what do you do? Give him a high five? Like,
I'll just be excited for him, but yeah, it's
もうちょっと待ってくれよ。
nice.
that's what you can do.
That's good shit.
Uh-huh. Good job, man. Ah! What's he doing? Yeah!
アグナ、いつもよりちょっとかっこよくなっただけだろ。
Yeah.
What's going on?
しかね、仕事が無事に終わった後に緩めるためだ。
Nice.
There you
Looking
go.
good.
Let's go, Pico!
Good job.
次はこちらへ。
Good job.
ここはフライト機動担当官のブースだ。
Wow, yeah.
はじめまして。
よろしく。
なんと
Oh my god. Oh, they got people watching in the background. Nice.
ムッタが
He'd
本当に
actually
完
be
成室
in
に
there.
入っ
Yeah.
Right?
わかんなくてなんか怖いわ。
大丈夫大丈夫
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
くらいのもんやがなただいまー言うて
Oh.
ほんまでか。
So awesome to like keep her like grounded and like no need to freak out.
まあ、厳かなのはパラシュートが開
But for now, yeah. Nice. I love this showing that they're gonna be making the circle to basically slow down naturally by entering the orbit of the Earth. Yeah.
了解。いよいよ
Yep.
Yup.
It's happening.
この期間は。
God, that's a level of trust to basically let the Askans be inside mission control
sure.
during this, you know?
Yeah.
The moon just drifting out of view like that. Wow.
The level of detail that they're going into with this is like really cool to get that info. But there's that little part in the back of my head that's like, oh, but is this because it's gonna go wrong? And it's like, no, it's gonna be fine. You're still nervous. Because of course you are.
As gravity comes back into play, though, it's kind of crazy to think that they'd be going that fast, but they wouldn't be feeling the... Probably because they're going in, you know, kind of in their own kind of enforced orbit with the
Right,
the
like,
Earth.
yeah, that'd be accounted for with how they...
Right, so I guess it'd vibrate just really violently. That's the main thing.
And they would have done G's training and all that.
Now it gets turned into flames. Yep.
Is that the primary buffer panel?
Did the primary buffer panel just...
Fall off my own Goram ship?
Nice. Just showing how crazy it is.
Yeah, this is even happening.
3年前の事故と同じ方法ですが。
And it can handle all of it.
本人の心拍数が最大値を。
Yep. Of course they've peaked, yeah.
Oh, yeah. To us, it looks like they're crashing. But
Right.
for them, coming home. God, the nerves of steel you would need to have for that.
Look at that. Deployed perfectly.
All right.
Incredible. Oh!
Yeah.
Ah, you can
Yeah.
loosen it now. Let's go! Did good work. Yeah! All right.
Oh, man. Even though I knew everything was going to be fine, it was still stressful.
Yeah.
風もいいね
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, all those little things that you would notice differently from being in a kind of controlled artificial atmosphere. Just
Helen, did you see the dad's sweater?
Yeah.
Pig? No, pug.
yeah. Ah.
Yeah.
ただいま。 That's so cool!
Look at his face.
He's still like, are you kidding me, bro?
I got a rock from the
Is
moon.
this like legal?
Yeah.
Like, did he probably like smuggle in like a rock that like, because I know like weight is more of a big deal when you're leaving the Earth,
Right.
But it's probably not as big of a deal on the way back.
No,
you know?
and they'd have like, I'm sure it'd be a range of weight, right?
Sure.
It's not like it must be down to this exact ounce, right?
Right. Because that's the thing though about like leaving the Earth is that you can't.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Like, you can't mess with the weight issue. Like,
Right.
Because everything is getting multiplied up to, like,
oh sure, yeah.
stupid numbers.
It's gotta be so cool though to just be like, all right, my brother's back. Holy shit, he gave.
Just flicks you a bit of moon rock, you
It's
know?
like, ah!
Doesn't your brain immediately think, like, you're not supposed to touch it, like,
Oh,
in some
sure.
ways?
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, no, it's fine. It's
Right, and after a while, you'd probably be like, oh, this is actually like it's a
Yeah.
rock, like
Yeah, it's like having, a pumice stone from, like, a volcanic bit of,
right, and eventually
rock
it's
or
just like,
something.
oh, this is just
It's just a black rock, It's like,
yeah, right.
It's got little holes. That's cool.
Yeah.
Hibito's back.
Yep.
Pico can relax.
Ah.
He did good work. The parachutes deployed
Mm-hmm.
just fine.
Yep.
Everybody can relax. It's time to have our space
Ooh.
brothers reunited.
Yeah.
It feels like we went through a crazy long journey, a stretch of the show
Yep,
where
'cause
Hibito
we
was
did.
on the moon.
Yeah.
Because it was a
was a
good bit
while.
of time. Yeah.
Yep.
And now, in a lot of ways, from Hibito's perspective, he's going to come back and Muta is going to feel like he's like jumped crazy
Oh
far
yeah,
ahead.
right. It's that whole thing of like when you, maybe this is a weird example, but you see someone that you haven't seen in a long time, and you know that you've grown taller, but you assume that everybody else stays the same height, and then you're like, oh my god, you've grown. It's like, well,
Right.
yeah, no shit, you did too,
Yeah. The idea that time passes for other people and that it's going to pass in ways that you're not necessarily going to be able to predict.
Yep.
And for brothers especially, that's just a really cool thing to see acknowledged, but also to have brought up towards the other so that they can kind of push down that voice that says, oh, I'm stagnant, I'm not moving fast enough, or I'm not doing enough, or what have you. All those kinds of kind of negative self-talk things kind of undermining their identity and what have you.
I can't wait for Muta and Hibito to just like, after they crack a beer or something and just talk, and for Hibito to be like, wait, oh shit, during the survival training, you just went back to the previous day's site because dude lost his phone? Oh
Bro.
my god!
You're built different. That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, no shit.
You must have got sick, right?
Yeah, no
Yes,
shit,
I
you
did.
got a fever after that, brother. Dude,
Wait,
that
so then
kinda
you
stuff.
guys came back to not be in last place by placing 5th in the way back competition
right.
and 2nd in the Askins? Bro, we were horrible at that. like,
Right.
My team was calling me dead weight and shit, and it's like,
I
of
failed,
course
like,
they were.
everything.
No, this is really cool. I loved seeing like Azuma kind of ringing the bell and sending him back and being like, yeah, it's good.
Yep.
I also just am really excited for, in a lot of ways, the show to kind of relax back into the pace of like, hey, this is going to be us gushing about how awesome it is that we get to do all this, and less about the, scares and threats
Right.
of potential death and just awful.
But the thing is, of course that will be there all the time because it's still crazy what's happening here, right? They're coming back in on a hunk of metal and falling and hoping that they can stop at the right time and all that stuff and, catching on fire and all that. Yeah. That's wild. That's insane.
I'd love
Space
to see
travel is crazy.
Space travel is crazy. I would love to see at some point like a little bit of the details as to like how something can be coming in with re-entry, and the heat coming from that, but then deploy parachutes that don't immediately burst into flames. Like,
Sure.
I would love to know if there's maybe some really cool like
Yeah,
something or other, maybe chemistry. There's something going on basically that makes it so that it doesn't end up.
I imagine it's probably something where it's the flames are coming from the front because that's where like the actual like impact with all the air is, right?
The friction.
Yeah, the friction and all that.
Yeah.
And then it looked like they timed it so that they knew when the fires would go away.
Well,
Probably because of a bunch of math with like how the reentry would work. And then it's the all right, cool, and now parachutes deploy.
Well, that's the part that I'm curious about. I don't know why the flames would ever go away because they're not actually slowing down that much. Like they're slowing down mostly just because of the parachutes. So that's where I would love to see some like I'd love to read a paper or something on how that works. Like, that would be kind of fun. I just realized this show is definitely an edutainment kind of show. Like it's primarily here to tell a story about the drama and narrative of these two brothers. But there's another side of it, which is this is definitely one of those NASA approves of this anime because it's educating the public on some things in a very light, entertaining way.
Yeah, isn't space awesome? And, we're just going to show you some of the things that go into making that happen, because we have to keep it, fairly simple for, entertainment purposes.
Exactly.
But even still, wow, ain't that wild?
Right, ain't that wild? And now you could probably go and use the internet and seek out some of the things that interest you specifically. And to me, the idea that I was like, I was just realizing the way that what's her name brought up to Muta's mom, basically that it's gonna look to us like they're crashing and burning or what have you.
Right, but that's actually just that's actually just normal.
That's normal. Like that's not a big deal at all. I think that was Kei Kitamura, I believe.
Maybe
someone in our notes here. But really, really cool kind of dissonance of like, we see it and it's just we go inside and it's like the whole thing is like threatening to like split apart.
I love the detail that all three of them, while they're in there, they're sweating. Like they're like,
well, their hearts are also probably thundering through
because
like
my closest equivalent that I can think of just like, even though you're okay, monkey brain does monkey brain things, is going scuba diving for the first time and breathing from an air tank while you're underwater. Because you wouldn't think about it because you're like, I have an air tank.
But it messes with your mind.
It messes with your mind because you're like, I should not be able to breathe right now. What's going on, right?
Right. You panic and you start to breathe fast,
Right. The idea of going through that, even after all the crazy training and, all the stuff that they've done, just the idea of, and now I step into the capsule that will go rocketing back towards solid ground.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything close to that, but I have something where I went to the Museum of Flight, I believe, in DC.
Yeah.
And they have a cube that's suspended in the air by basically a crane. And you go into it and it simulates certain numbers of G's that you can experience. Shoot. And so I don't remember how many G's I experienced, but I went all the way to the top that they allow at the thing.
Right.
And my vision was going whoop, whoop, like at like different points when you would like turn or like go like up or down or something like that, and it would like simulate the resistance of what you'd feel there. And I was only like 14 or something at the time, so I was definitely like not fully like grown as from a physical body perspective and stuff. And I could just feel the like like my heart just going once I was like wait, I don't know if I can handle it. And then it'd be like okay, and then it gives for a little bit.
Right.
And the idea that whatever that number was, astronauts probably throw 3, 4, 5 times that number.
Sure.
And we'll just be like, okay, now we're going to be in this for a minute or 5,
Just, sit through it.
Sit through it.
Like,
just
you thought skydiving was
slowly,
bad,
Yeah, exactly. No, I've talked to some people that have skydived, and it's apparently one of the like the craziest things for that first like 30 seconds.
Well, and because it's actually over relatively quickly. Right, in the same way that like the rocket taking off, it's like it doesn't actually last that long. Soon it's out of sight.
Right, depending on how high you drop.
Right.
Yes, it can be over pretty quickly, but no, like some of those actually, it can be a couple minutes. Like it can be like
but that's that's like at the top end, and the idea that it's still like that doesn't sound too bad. And like, that must be exhilarating and all this stuff, but it's like, wait, no, falling for like, 2 full minutes,
Right.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Before you deploy the parachute.
Right.
Exactly.
So the idea that like the amount of time, I don't know, I would love to know what the amount of time is for something like that, where the capsule detaches, you start to get under the effects of gravity, and you're in free fall, before then the parachutes, or I guess before the parachutes deploy and you get to a stable, just okay, now we're floating to the ground.
And that's probably where the parachutes are an incredible work of engineering and science to be able to set yourself up in such a way where they don't immediately just go towards the resistance of this, but they actually like deploy
sure.
in such a way that they would reorient towards the top.
Well,
Which actually, that actually might explain why they don't burn, is it's actually that they go up so quickly before being deployed, and then they deploy way up at the top.
Well, I'm guessing. So I'm guessing the
because
reason
the trajectory is going around.
Well, yeah, given that the trajectory is like it's not going like straight down.
It's
right?
parallel with the Earth. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Because rotation and all that stuff. I'm guessing. Yeah. Right. We don't know how this shit works.
I mean, we had a cool diagram out in front of us, but I think I've seen that in like every space movie ever. And
but I think the reason why the parachutes would be not going up is because they're still getting towed by this heavy thing that is hurtling towards in this direction.
Totally. But the idea that they'd be dropped out without getting deployed for a bit could end up basically having them orient with gravity, like specifically. Because if they start to immediately have any resistance, there's that point where they're not fully deployed, but they're starting to. So then they carry some...
No, but the reason why I think that doesn't happen is because the same kind of G's that the astronauts are experiencing, the parachutes would effectively be experiencing.
Yeah, because, I don't know.
Because relativity and shit gets wild.
Right. So then the physics of it again would be like, wait, so that...
And that just... That's the kind of stuff that's just like, oh yeah, those people that, take the numbers and the diagrams and they're like, hey, let's figure out how to do this.
Right.
That shit's cool.
Yeah, I'll stick to my game mechanics.
I'll stick to building TTRPG
That's my
characters.
engineering that I will stick to. I feel very
calculating
excited
DPR,
by that.
Not safe.
How did you know I was doing that last night?
Not safe, atmosphere entering velocity or whatever.
How many times could you use True Strike effectively to do a lot of damage?
Oh man,
as a spellcaster,
I appreciate the way this show does things because there's the part of me that's like, oh, but you don't want to have the process of Hibito re-entering take too long because you can't bait the scare of him dying because you already did that and you wouldn't do it again, and so we know you're not going to do it again, and so then it just feels like drawn out. But no, it's of course you're still going to be scared.
Yeah. So masterfully edited and set up, and they did all the things that in a more tropey kind of show you could use to set up a disaster. They did all this just to keep us informed and aware, and thus I was really connected to this reentry and everybody's emotions surrounding it. And then also just spending some time with Muta, getting to process in a lot of ways what it means to have his brother back.
Right.
Because maybe he won't actually get to have his brother back. And that kind of is disappointing to him, to be like, oh, he's still going to be so far away.
And so busy and all of that. But, hey, I'll clean his bike for him. Get the dust off.
That was
Make
such
sure
a cool gesture.
The chain's all working well or whatever. I don't know if that bike had a chain, but
Yeah. Because I'm not sure if that interview part
was something he saw.
Something that he saw, but it might have been.
Yeah. But also...
But it might have also just been with NASA.
Right, but I totally would have bought it if it was just something where he's just like, he'd want to ride his bike, Yeah.
Just a cool little brother thing.
And Pico, good job.
I love that Pico's kids were like, oh, Mom! Something weird's happening. Dad's dressing up. He put on a tie.
And he put on a tie. Also, I fully agree. The entire reason that you put on a tie is so that you can take it off.
So you can do that.
Yeah. It's just such a cool thing to be able to do.
Everyone knows one of the hottest points ever in anime was when Nanami did the tie pull.
Oh, sure.
In Jujutsu Kaisen.
See, me thinking it's Black Lagoon episode 7 when
that's
Rock
also
and Rev are having their little conversation.
That's also pretty high up there too.
But yes, that is the thing.
I'm speaking to the mainstream masses. You've got the cultured one there.
All I'm saying is if you like the tie pull off, go watch Black Lagoon.
Yeah, for sure. But all right, our 3 astronauts are back.
Yep.
And Hibito stun-locked his brother with a moon rock.
Yeah, and of course Muta's making the Muta face of just the, oh
my God.
Yep.
So, all right, next episode, y'all, let's have these brothers talk about space. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with this Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.